So Apache Camel 4 has just been released. I want to record a little video to demonstrate some of the latest features we have with Camel 4, and in particular with the Camel JBang project. So in Camel JBang there are some existing examples you can find here. The one I'm going to demonstrate here is the MQTT example that is basically visualized here from Camel Caravan on the screen here in Visual Code. So we are picking up messages from MQTT broker, doing a message transformation and doing a content-based router to log the message. So the idea is that we are picking up metrics for temperatures, so it's a low or high temperature, see different log message. So let's jump into the terminal and get going. So I have the example here. I already started the example comes with Docker Compose to include MQTT broker from Eclipse Mosquito. The broker is configured to be on listening on port 1883 and with anonymous connection, so you can log in, but it's the real broker. So the Camel route is basically done in designed in Caravan, so it's YAML code and it's here, but it's not fully designed in the editor. But you can frankly, what is it called? You can, just let me get my thought here. So basically what I can do is copy paste the route here, and just, if you want to see a quick way to visualize that, is to cheat a bit, put it inside the Caravan, and then switch to design mode. Okay, there's a glitch in Caravan with the errors on this one, but it's, the Caravan team is redesigning the UI, so for Camel, for the next release. Anyway, now you can visualize what we've done. You can see nice editor where all the options are defined. So we're doing a message transformation where we pick up some JSON messages and using JSON query language to pick up a value from a JSON structure. So you see that in a moment. The content-based router is doing a when the temperature is higher than 20, going to be logged as a warm temperature. Otherwise, it goes here and logged as a cold temperature. Anyway, that was Caravan. So let's go back into the terminal and run this baby. So I can use Camel JBang, which is basically, I'm using the next version, the 4.1 snapshot, but this will do just fine with 4.0. JBang itself is also on the latest one. So what I can say, I want to run this example. So this is mqtt.camel, but just want to run it in the background. But just wait a minute, because I'm down here in the bottom, I want to actually tail the log from what I'm running. Because I'm running in the background to allow me to use the top shell to do more other stuff. Now you can see it's being booted up and it's basically running. I can see the status with Camel PS, it's running. I can get more information with Camel Get. So basically I can see here there are two routes. There's total 0, meaning there's no message at all. Now I want to send a message to this one, but this is MQTT, so it's not so easy to do. Mosquito may come with some tools to send message to it. It may comes with a web browser or whatnot, but well, we are Camel, so why not try to use Camel? So what I can do is I have prepared some payloads to be sent. So this one is basically JSON with value 21, and the low is value 7. So I can say Camel command send body equals file payload JSON. So now it will send this to Camel, and Camel will send it to the broker, and the Camel will then receive the message from the broker. So it's the real broker interaction. And now you can see it in the bottom. It says warm temperature, so this was the warm one. And if I say Camel Get, you can basically see that there's one message being processed. Yeah, and I can also get routes. The screen's a bit smallish. so it's gonna be wrapped a bit. That's a bit of shame. So let me just be a little bigger here. So now on this one is the interesting one. That is our route. It has one processed, and if I send a hello message, of course, if I get again, there are two messages right, and if I say a processor, it can drill down. I can see this is the route here with the transformation, the choice, and the two logs. So basically two input in the beginning, and then each a log for each of them, 1, 1. So basically what you will expect, right? Sorry for the hiccup here. Now, to actually understand what goes on inside Camel, and besides just doing logs, then I can also use tracing. So I want to use tracing, but in pretty mode. So this is Camel trace pretty. Well, it's gonna tease a bit here. Let me just go here and just let me send another message. So I send the low payload. Now we go down here and see what's happening. So basically what happens is that now the tracer will trace each step. A message is being processed by Camel. So the first one is that it's been created. So this is an asterisk, and then it's incoming message. It came from this endpoint. So we're using Camel to consume from MQTT. But most important, you will be able to see here's all the details of the Camel message. So this is the message body. You can see it's an input stream cache. So Camel will stream, because it's MQTT broker delivers the payloads in streaming input stream, and Camel will wrap that in a stream cache, so you'll be able to log it and do content-based routing on it. So you will be able to reread the message again and again. Otherwise, usually input stream will only be able to be read once, and then you'll have this empty body problem in Camel. You can see the position of the cursor is 20 bytes long, and you can actually see the value. Now it's in pretty mode, so you can see the JSON structure is nicely formatted in colors. Now it goes to the next step. That was the message transformation. What you see here is the message payload before that action, so it will be the same thing. So here now we go to the content-based route with the choice. Now pay attention, now the message has changed, because we use a JSON query language that will grab the dot value. So it grabbed this one, this guy, and the 7. And the 7, you can now see that's a Jackson node, is an int node, and the value is 7. Done 1 byte. But this is really powerful. Now you can actually see the precise detail what the message inside Camel is, what Java object type it is, and the payload, and all the headers, etc. Now it goes to the logger, and then this one is when it's completed. So this is the full interaction of the message. You can see it exactly with all the details, whatever you want to do. Now, because Camel can also be verbose, or logs can do many things. You can do a lot of things in routes in Camel. So sometimes you just want to, what is the input, what is the output, so to speak. Then you can see depth 0. So basically, if you do that, then you basically just see the created and completion. You can see, okay, I got JSON in, I have a int message as the output, or at the end. And if I send, for example, the hi message, the trace will then do another trace for me. It's supposed to. Now you can see now the high value is 21. And you can also see that it will correlate the exchange ID. So this is number 3, is in this color, and this is number 2, is another color. So the Camel trace will use different colors, so you can be quick on the eye to correlate messages, because if you have concurrent messages going on, it will be interlaced, etc. Also, these are incremental counters, what's going on inside Camel, so you can also use them sometimes to correlate things. Anyway, so that was some of the just to demonstrate this example. Now I encourage you to try Camel JBang. It's a fantastic small tool, not only to quickly run stuff with Camel without having to go full development mode with Maven or Gradle, etc. It's very quick to try stuff, and you can get a lot of insights what's going in Camel. There's a lot of information with the commands to get all kind of information in Camel, interact with them, and whatnot. So have fun and see you.